Hello humanity, welcome to Humanity Ancient History. Alright, this is a video, my presentation video. It's about this tablet right here. And you and me with the experience, understand it, and let's get started. Bye-bye. Hello humanity, and welcome to Humanity Ancient History. The things I do for humanity to wake the people who wants to learn, to understand the truth. The truth for everything humanity is right here. That's all you need to learn. All you need to learn right here. Alright? You have to understand these two things. Look. The wheel above reflects the wheel below. Once you understand this, you decode any Bible, you will decode any ancient temples, you will understand past, present, and future. Alright? So you must study humanity. Don't be asking questions. Don't be saying, oh, I can't get this, nothing. It's because you haven't done the homework. Watch my other videos, you see how long I studied so hard because I knew that our education system is fake. All religions are fake. Alright? Now, when you read the Bible like I do, using the astrology, I can see through the illusions. But the way they teach you in church is all bullshit. So your pastor is bullshitting you, your pope is bullshitting you, your preacher is bullshitting you, okay? The government is bullshitting you. You know, I respect my government. You know, I respect people. But when they don't tell you the truth, I get mad. And all these people winning Nobel Prizes and everything for lying, I hate that, okay? Again, NASA is lying to you, alright? For you people who are on YouTube, in my next video, I'll be making a video of NASA, alright? Of NASA explaining that the reason why we can't go to space. We are bonded to the Earth magnetic field. We can never leave the planet Earth. If we do, we will certainly die. So NASA is lying to you. To me, they're entrepreneur. Like Elon Musk, you know, yearning to Mars, he's lying to you as well. All right, they're just people making money towards your donations. The same thing like religious people do, that they get their money through donations. You see, they're doing the same thing. They're scamming you, and it's wrong. All right. So this is all you have to understand past, present, and future, to understand our cycles of above and below. Alright? So, the reason I'm doing this is because, because on my book, I was supposed to get it printed about a year ago or a couple months ago. They gave me the okay, but I saw this image. And that little voice of mine inside. Okay, before I get started, let me explain to you guys one thing, okay? When for you religious people, or your psychic people, and you people who are always going, no, okay? The truth is, for spirituality, and to you to get enlightenment, you have to study. You have to look at nature. You have to look at the dirt, the grass. You have to look at the organisms. You have to look at the worms, the rock, the rivers, the ocean, the stars. You have to feel the energy, okay? You have to feel the earth energy. Go outside barefooted, feel the earth. Going, you know, when people talk about your chakras, they don't know neither. These are your chakras right here, the 8 suns that are bonded with your heart. These 7 constellations are bonded with the earth through the seasons. I already made a video explaining that, alright? How the earth, for the reason for the season, how Earth tilts and everything is because of these other suns are connected with these constellations, right? So those are the real chakras that's connected with you. When these chakra changes, our galaxy changes, alright? Our constellation changes, the sun changes, the earth changes, and you will change, alright? So you have to understand all those things, okay? So, alright. I just want you, that's spirituality. When you learn, when you educate yourself, okay? For example, Today I got in an argument with someone on Facebook because they were saying that Albert Einstein was saying that knowledge is not important, imagination is. That's bullshit. Albert Einstein is not a genius, okay? All the Bibles, you know, like the Lost Book of Enki, that's what he did. You know how they did. Okay, let's put it. I'm gonna put it in a more simpler way. Albert Einstein is saying that imagination is intelligence. No, it's not. It's being a genius. It's not. It's a lie. Okay. When you have knowledge, you take that knowledge and you use your imagination to create a story. Here's an example. Let's say this is the Holy Grail. This is the cup. Okay, that everybody's. You see, the religious people saying, "Oh, Jesus Christ, His cup, the Holy Grail. Go and get it so you can drink of it and have eternal life." You see, that's bullshit. That's imagination. They brainwash you with imagination. You see, that's why Albert Einstein is saying that the people fall under that delusion. Now, for you people, you know what the real Holy Grail is? Do you understand what it is? I bet you people don't understand. Okay, here's the Holy Grail. Okay, you store it. Here we go. You want to see the real Holy Grail? Huh? You want to see it? Bam, mother effers, you religious people. Bam! Here's the real Holy Grail. Okay? That's the cup. Alright? For you flat earthers, that's the flat earth they're talking about. Earth is a round sphere. This is what it is. So all you dumb effers, religious people trying to look for the Holy Grail, you only have to look up. Alright? It's just another example. You see, they use imagination and they created the Bible. And they brainwash all these motherfuckers. 99% of the population is brainwashed. They created books like this with imagination because they knew the knowledge of above, so they used that knowledge, they mixed it with some imagination and created stories. Okay? So now, you see these people saying that this is the truth. It's not the truth. They're using their imagination to think that's true, but it's not. Now you take that imagination, you create a comic book like Superman, Spider-Man, then, okay? For example, when Stan Lee saw the spider and he learned about the spider, he got the knowledge from it, he created Spider-Man. There you go, you see? Again, Superman. Come on, people. The people knew the knowledge, he created Superman. The first Superman logo had the S, the serpent, okay? If you look at it. The planet Krypton, okay, Krypton, 2,000 years of darkness. The Earth is in ice age for 2,000 years, becomes Krypton. The red sun of Krypton, the red sun comes in the month of June to July. You see, they took the knowledge and they created Superman comic books from the knowledge. With their imagination, they created fairy tale books. So the first thing for humanity to understand is knowledge of nature. Then with that knowledge, you can use imagination and make a whole bunch of stories like these people did. And all these stories have brainwashed humanity with bullshit, with lies. So all the religious people on the planet Earth are motherfuckers. If you're a Jew, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, whatever religion you follow, if you're a Mennonite, you're a damn motherfucker. Because you're brainwashing your children. Okay? Or the pastors, or the popes, or the recounters are motherfuckers. The government are motherfuckers for letting this happen. Elon Musk, NASA are motherfuckers for lying to you. Alright? We can't go to space. We monitor Earth magnetic field. Alright? I will explain that in another video. These people, the people who created the alien colony, they are damn motherfuckers because they're scamming you with imagination. Once you gain the knowledge, you will see through all the bullshit. Alright? So, that's spirituality. You see, what I have is spirituality because I understand the truth. I understand the warning I'm trying to give you guys so you pass it down to your future generations, okay? Right now, Earth in his 33 powers for 200 years. We're in climate change. It started, okay? The red sun came in the year 2010, made its changes for 6 years, 6 months, 6 days. She came into the 13th constellation on June 3rd, 2016. NASA removed all satellite feeds. So for 40 days, she made changes to the yellow sun. The red sun becomes a blue sun. Alright? Then she goes back home. And she won't be back into the next cycle, into the year 3010. Then she comes back here in June 3016. You see? You understand? For example, when the Bible says nobody knows the day and the hour of the Alpha and Omega, the return of the God, that's the Alpha and Omega, but we know the month and year. You see? The Statue of Liberty gives you that knowledge as well. There's a lot of evidence from all the ancient cultures, all the ancient temples telling you the same warning. We have 10,000 years of sunlight. When we reach the age of Capricorn and Aquarius, Earth will be frozen again. Alright, the yellow sun turns into the black sun. Alright? We're in the new age of Aries, 27 to the year 3016. Alright? It keeps moving up the clock. So we have 8,000 years until we reach the age of Capricorn and Aquarius, and everybody has to go back and live in the underground cities. So let's get started explaining the tablet. I just want to, I'm sorry for getting off the subject. I know I do this a lot, but I'm just giving you what I have learned. Alright? Now a lot of people are sending me, oh, this and that, like, where's the Garden of Eden? Well, there's the Garden of Eden, okay? This is the tree of life and good and knowledge. This Jerusalem. This is the doorway, the gateway. Alright? Leo constellation is the guardian. When you read the stories, you have to look at this, okay, and see what the magician, the philosopher, is trying to explain to you guys, alright? So let's get started. So this is the lost book of Enki. Let me repeat myself. Prophecies is bullshit, alright? When you understand this, you will see past, present, and future, alright? You must understand that the wheel above reflects to the wheel below. Extraterrestrial God, that's bullshit. God, letter G is 7, the 7 constellation with suns. Excuse me. Oh, 15 passages of the red sun solar system. This knowledge, I give it to you on the 16th chapel and the Aztec calendar. I have to do the Egyptian ones, alright? They have it in there as well. I haven't done that video yet. D, the 4 elements, alright? You have to understand that, people, okay? So now, okay, now that we got that through, Zacharias, he interpreted a tablet. Enki was the titan. I mean, not a titan, a giant. Titans were in wave 1 and wave 2. Wave 3 and 4 were giants, alright? These are the guys who built the pyramids, alright? So I explained what the pyramid is. The pyramid represents the planet Earth, alright? The pyramid represents the Tower of Babel. All the cultures around the planet Earth has a pyramid. That's the tower, because the tower is the Earth, alright? So, let's keep moving on. So you see this beautiful tablet here? Alright? You must understand. You have to have this. Alright? Let me see if you guys can see that. Yeah. You have to have that to understand this. And this is the reason why I have to do my book over again. Because I didn't have the 10,000 years. I didn't have this knowledge. I didn't know. Until I started looking at this. I was looking at it for an hour. And that's consciousness. You see? It is spirituality. When you look at something, you're trying to figure out why. And there's something inside of you that keeps bugging you. So I start counting. Okay, I understood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fishes. Okay, those are the 6 constellations. Because Enki represents the red sun. I mean, the yellow sun, our 13th constellation. Okay, so I knew that. Then I understood that his father is the Polaris. Then I understood that Niguachina, or what's her another name? Ishtar represents the 14th constellation. I understand that. I understand that it's Sagittarius. I understand that it's the Leo constellation. Okay? I understand all that. I understand that that's Capricorn. Okay? But I didn't know about the 2,000 years of darkness. And the thing is, I was reading the Aztec, I mean not the Aztec, the Nazi, the Germans. They have they have a black, okay, they have the black sun. I was reading, I said, the black sun, what the hell? So I was looking at this. Then I said, okay, Enki is, the yellow sun is inside the well. Because Enki is the yellow sun. Why is it in the well? What's inside a well? Water. So I said, water. Then our ex-girlfriend of mine told me that in 10,000 years, that somewhere in space, there's a lot of water. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I went to NASA, and I put space water on the internet. I put water and space. So then it came out NASA, an article in NASA says in 10,000 light years, the sun will go into a dust cloud and it will be darkened. Something like that. I forgot what it meant. Then I said, oh, 10,000 light years. Then I went, not here because I didn't have this created. I went here and I started counting. And I went, okay, let me count. And I was confused because when you count, it came in Libra. I was like, damn, what is it? 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 Then I remember in the Bible, in the beginning, there were darkness. So I was like, so I looked here, and I said, in the beginning, so it has to be one. Capricorn and Aquarius. Oh! Then the third day, God said, let there be light. So I said, oh, so the third day is Pisces. Oh, I get it now in my head. So in 10,000 years, starting on the age of Pisces, that's supposed to be actually number one. And you count, and you see, you count Pisces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in reality, Sagittarius is supposed to be 10. And Capricorn and Aquarius, you see, 11, 12. I said, oh, so those, now I get it. So I said, so those are the 2,000 years when Earth turns into Ice Age. I was like, fuck. So I told the people from my printing company not to print my book because I have to do this all over again. Because I didn't have that knowledge. Then I created this so I can see. I created this so I can see through everything better. You see? So, and I made a whole bunch of different ones so you people can see through it through your mind, okay? So you can observe the knowledge. You have to study. You have to get the energy, the spirituality of nature. It will reveal itself to you if you seek it, okay? That's how I figured it out. Because of this right here. You see? So okay. So let's get started explaining this one. So then I looked at this tablet real good, alright? I looked at it. Alright? So let me zoom into it. Then I'll show you the one that I decoded, alright? So let's zoom in. You guys can see this. There you go. Alright? So remember, some people will have just this tablet or just this. You have to have the whole tablet, alright? Because when I did this originally, I only did this part. I didn't know that it was a full tablet. Then they had just this, or we'll have just this. Then I realized, hey, I remember seeing this one. Then I looked and you know what I mean? So you have to make sure every time you look at a tablet, it's the complete story, alright? That's why I tell people, man, you sent me a picture, but I'm not sure if it's the full story. I need to see the whole picture. I don't think you sent me the whole picture and say, oh man, you were right, it's not the complete picture, you see? So okay, let's start explaining this. So you understand who the lion is. It's the Leo constellation. This is Sagittarius, alright? This is that simple. Then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 seasons, the 4 elements. Then you see Ishtar, or Nigushina, that's the 14th constellation, solar system. Has many names, many stories. The 14th constellation, the red sun, is also named Eve. It's named Satan. It's named Cain. It's named Noah's wife. It has many names, okay? Now the 14th constellation, the red sun and the planets that holds them together is called Lucifer, Samson, David. Again, since we're talking about the Lost Book of Enki, it's called Alalu spacecraft. Okay, when you read the Egyptians, that's Seth. Again, what's the other guy's name? Thoth the Atlantean. All right, and his spaceship. You see, you have to see through the magic of writing. Okay. Now again, you know that this Enki represents the yellow sun. All right. Right here's Enki again. the yellow sun in the 13 constellation. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 constellations. They are the ones bounded with him. Okay, they're connected with him. There's the reason, because the earth tilts and everything on the seasons. Okay, because these suns, okay, the yellow sun is connected with the earth. Okay, and the earth goes around the planet. I mean, the earth goes around the yellow sun in 365 days. But when she does her rotation, she hits the other sun's powers. Okay, there's the yellow sun, and earth is somewhere, and she will hit that sun power, and it will make the earth tilt. I already explained this in the video. Go and watch it. All right. Then his father Anu is the biggest sun in our galaxy, as Polaris, Ursa Minor. All right. Then you have to count all of these, and it gives you 72. You will get 72 from the Bible, the 72 angels, the 72 demons, the 70. Okay, when you read the Quran, the 72 virgins. You see, it has a lot of different. You know what I mean? Even in the Aztec calendar, it has the number 72. Now, it took me a long time to figure out the number 72. But in the Aztec calendar, it gives you the clue, because it has 18. So I said, oh, when you divide 72 by 4, it's 18. Those are the 18 constellation. Then the 19 constellation comes in. All right, every millennium cycle. All right. So now we're going to reveal how I decoded it. All right. Or the bird. There's a lot of stories. Okay, the bird represents, to me right here, represents the Milky Way galaxy. All right, when I read the story. But then the bird can represent, in some stories, the 14 constellation. Depends. Okay, when you see, again, on some of these tablets, they show like it looks like a spaceship, but it's not a spaceship. It's just talking about the 14 constellation. You have to figure out. In the story, it tells you. All right. Okay. For example, when you see these guys on the fish suit, it's the age of Capricorn and Aquarius, all right? Because they go into the reservoir water. Everybody does, all right? It's the rainbow. So, all right. So, okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, here's Capricorn, you see? So, let me talk more about this. So now we're going to go reveal everything for you guys. There you go. You see? Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit. But let me explain it. Then I'm going to zoom out. Then I'm going to show you the color one right next to it. Alright? So. Okay. Here's everything decoded. See here. You got the Leo constellation. Okay. Leo, the doorway. Red sun N. Okay. Leo is fire. Alright? You know, when you know spring, summer, autumn, spring, you got winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Okay. Leo, number 8. All right. Then you got Sagittarius. It's the 12th. Okay. Water. Now you understand. Above cycle. Okay. It's like 1,000. Each one of these constellations and the above wheels have 1,000. All right. So, water. Okay. Element. Okay, the water element, the ice age. Okay, Earth ice age cycle, the cycle of extinction, the 3 days of darkness. All right. So the 3 days of darkness because Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius do not bear fruit. All right. When you understand that, winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Only spring, summer, and autumn, the trees have leaves, but in the winter season, it does not have leaves. It does not bear fruit. Those are the 3 days of darkness. All right. But in reality, we have 2,000 years of darkness. I already explained this, where the yellow sun goes to the reservoir water is blocked. All right. So right here I put 1 and 2. Okay. You see the yellow sun and you see it darken. Okay. And over here it says Enki is the yellow sun. All right. Back into the well. Above age of water. You see. Below is the ice age. Right here you will see the Capricorn. That is number 1. You see that little Capricorn. Then right here, you will see Enki. You see, I already darkened the 13 constellation. Here's a 13 constellation with his 1,000 years of light. Here's the 13 constellation and his 2,000 years of darkness. Right here you see Iana, who is the 14th constellation, the Alpha and Omega. Here's the constellation, the red sun, and 6th planet. Right now, it added another planet because Pluto went with her in her cycle for a 8,000-year cycle. Because when you looked at NASA, they had a 1 hour and a half special on TRAPPIST-1A solar system. They were saying it's a new discovery. It's not a new discovery. It's a freaking lie. Okay. It's ancient discovery. It has many names, many stories. NASA is lying to you guys. So this is the truth. She had 6 planets, and now she has another one. So now she has 7. When the red solar system loses power, she leaves these planets abandoned in the abyss. So when the 14th constellation comes in, let me show you guys for the people who knows and know. When the 14th constellation come in, okay. When the 14th constellation comes in and she makes the changes on these suns and everything, she comes into the 13th constellation. She can take the planet Earth and she can move us. She can move us to any of these constellations without suns. She can take us and move us to any. She can move planet Earth to the constellation Draco. She can move the planet Earth to the constellation Orion, where there's 2 suns. She can move us anywhere. She can take us into the abyss with her for 1,000 years. And she can leave us in the abyss while she loses her energy. Okay? So NASA is the biggest liar motherfuckers on the planet Earth, keeping you guys stupid. Alright? So I just wanted to show you guys what the 14th constellation can do. Okay? So right here the bird. Alright? I put the Milky Way galaxy. And I should have put the 8 points. Alright? Where the pointing to the constellation. So this one is not the one I should have put. This one goes around the yellow sun. I should have put the 8 points in that one, in the galaxy. So I have to correct that. Okay, the bird, Milky Way galaxy, right? Now you understand that the red sun is also called Enlil. That is Enki and his brother Enlil, alright? That is father Anu, who is Polaris, the biggest sun in the Milky Way galaxy, alright? So, okay, right here you have to count. Remember I showed you there were fishes, so fish 1, fish 2, okay? Fish 7, fish 6, fish 3, fish 4, fish 5, okay? You have to understand all those things. This is the rivers of life, alright? Understand? You see? Let me show you. You see 1 stream, 2 streams. 1 stream, 2 streams, alright? So there you go, people. Now let's zoom out. Yeah, I did mention that you have to count all these, right? There's 72, right? So, okay, let's move out. Okay. So now we're going to put this. You see, there's an incomplete one. You see? It's missing the lion. I just wanted to show you guys that. So let's move this out. Okay. You can see everything. There we go. Alright, now you can see everything. So, you see this? Now here's the color version. Alright, so you guys can see it, compare it. Alright. Observe the knowledge. Alright. Remember. You see this? Right here's the color version. You have to understand all this stuff, people. You have to stop getting yourself fooled. This is the ultimate truth. Alright? This is all we have to know. Now you have to go out there. You have to go out there to your township meetings and start telling those people we have to change the corrupt system because the voting system is fake. When you go to vote, it's for no reason because the England owns the United States. You know what I mean? This is all bullshit, people. We all one. We all united. Okay, we all are a united nation. They're just telling you that we're not united because they need war. War is a big money. Okay, big money, finance. Okay, and actually war brings the population down. All right, and brings us down to save the earth because we are the parasites killing the earth. Alright, there's 7.8 billion people in the planet Earth. I understand why. the government did this. I understand. And the thing is that they don't feel guilty because it's in your contract. Balance. If you study, you understand. Balance? Why the fuck it says balance in all military contracts all around the world? Because you are sacrificing yourself for the balance of Earth. Okay? People can't see. Alright, here in the United States, the cops are really fucked up. They're really brainwashed because they don't know, because they have the logo in their police uniform, the balance. Okay? That's why it's messed up that the police officers here in the United States, they kill about 1,000 people a year, not counting the people that commit suicide in prison. About 330, 365 people a month commit suicide while in prison because people are weak mentally. Alright? So I think that's all I have for you guys. I think I explained everything pretty good for you guys. You see? It's all there for you. I hope you guys can see through the illusions. These are not aliens from the aliens from the planet Anunnaki. That's all a lie. When you read the stories, these are the Anunnakis, okay? These are constellations. For example, the 7 females Anunnakis assemble. You see, they're talking about the 7 weapons of terror. The same thing. And they gave birth to the new Adaba, okay? I have to do that book again. I'm gonna redo this one because I forgot to mention a lot of things, alright? So I did this off my head, but I was supposed to use my notes. I always forget. I always print notes and I always forget, but I think I got everything through. Okay, I talked about the 12 constellations up above, the 12 months below is a reflection. I already explained that. The 7 sun constellations were the 32 powers. Remember the 72 constellations? Okay, 72. The 7 constellations, every millennium cycle is the 32 powers, alright? But Earth becomes the 33 powers for 200 years. That's climate change. So the year 2017 to the year 2217, the Earth has more radiation from the 7 suns, alright? From the 8 suns altogether. But the 14 constellation goes back because actually we get power from the 5 points, alright? The 5 constellations. Earth is in the 6th constellation, in the 6th point, alright? So Earth has 33 powers for 200 years. So in the year 2217, these suns go back to sleep for 800 years until the red sun comes back in, alright? So I'm glad I took this note out. Okay? So you understand that the 32 powers are the 4 seasons. Because each, for example, Polaris is connected with 11 and 12. Scorpio, Sagittarius, November, December, okay? It makes the axis tilt, Earth axis tilt when it's connected in those months, alright? It makes the Earth shift because the Earth is connected with our yellow sun, but the yellow sun absorbs energy from that sun in those 2 months, alright? So it makes the Earth tilt, alright? That's the reason for the winter season. No, the 23 is not about the planet Earth, okay? So when you guys hear the 23 powers, the 23 is not talking about the planet Earth. It's all of this, okay? So you have the 12 constellations plus the 7 constellations with suns, then the 4 elements. That's the 23. That's the letter W, alright? So planet Earth is in its number 33. I already explained that. The age of Capricorn and Aquarius, the planet Earth has... Okay, so when the planet Earth goes into the age of Capricorn and Aquarius, it will have no 29 powers for 800 years and no 33 powers because Earth will be the ice age. Okay? When it comes out of the reservoir of water, the 13 constellation with all the planets and everything, it will hit Pisces. So then we have 10,000 years of light. Then everything will start melting, all the ice and everything, alright? So all the creatures, because they were dormant for 2,000 years, that's DNA transmutation. We're going to give birth to new species, alright? There will be some humans left, but not a lot. There will be a new species, alright? So, the 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. Now remember, 2,000 years of darkness. I was watching this video of this somewhere in China, Japanese, whatever. There was this kid who was always... He couldn't play outside with his friends because his eyes was very sensitive to the sunlight. I said, man, and that's before I didn't have this knowledge. So the teacher, he couldn't take his test. It was always failing. So the teacher noticed that for some reason they had the lights off and he can see very well in the dark. This kid can see in the dark. So I'm thinking by me just watching that video, that Shani kid, they gave him a test and everything. He played in the dark like it was nothing. So you see, that's evidence showing you guys that inside our DNA, when the age of Capricorn and Aquarius comes, and those women gave birth to the children in the underground cities, they will be able to see in the dark. You see? But as you know, we are working on technology on underground cities right now. Our government is preparing for that time when it comes. I'm assuming they're going to have some kind of, the only thing I'm concerned is the nuclear power, where they're going to get it from for energy for the underground cities, because we use the rivers and everything for energy, So I'm just trying to understand. For example, in the movie Matrix, when you saw Neo and the AIs were looking for a source of energy, and they were telling you that the humans threw a nuclear bomb and they touched the sky and they blocked the sun. That's the lie. That's the illusion. The reason is, in 2,000 years, the 2,000 years of darkness, Capricorn and Aquarius, there will be no sunlight, so the AIs will use humans as energy. That's the true story. But they don't do that in the movies because they don't want to scare you guys, you see? But AIs are good. AIs are not bad, right? If it wasn't because the AIs have super intelligence when humans don't. AIs are changing our timeline to advance the progression of humanity. All those UFOs that you guys see is actually AIs. AIs are the only ones who can travel through time, okay? Because if a person from the future comes into our timeline, it's a different energy. They're gonna die. They already did that, and they learned about that. You see? So AI is the only thing that can travel space and can travel through time. It's just AI. Humans can't, because we are bonded to the Earth magnetic frequency. We cannot never leave the planet. If we leave the planet Earth, more certainly the people who leave the planet Earth, the lungs would burst into flames and they will go insane in their mind, because they have to be inside the Earth magnetic frequency, because our heart is in tune with it. All right. I'll make a video about that, explaining that later on. That goes for any life, any species in our galaxies goes through the same cycle that we do. Okay. Any species that live in our galaxy, they go through the same bullshit that we go through. The 2000 ice age. Okay, 2,000 years of ice age. Okay, they go through the same thing that we do. All right. So they can never leave their planet as well. Only the computer. If they have a computer system, that's all. All right. So, all right. So as you know, the Titans gave birth to us. We're a smaller species, the smaller Adapa. All right. So, okay. Date year 62. Okay, we in our wave, the human wave that we're in right now. Wave 5, I call it, to wave 6 is 6,000 years to 7,000 years, 72,000 years. All right. Okay, so we, the Adapa that they call here, we, the new children of the sun, the new nephilims, whatever you want to call us, will give birth to the new species when we come out of the underground cities, all right? So, I just telling you people the truth, okay? Because the 8 suns will change their frequency and everything. So that date will be, so date year 60,000. Right now we're in the year, right here it says, accounting, okay, right now we're in the 62, so we got 8,000 years to go. So in 72,000 years, that will be done with the ice age and everything, okay? So current human date, 2019 to 110, end of sunlight, okay? So, okay, so we are right here. We are right here. In the year, you see, you even have to look at your date, 2019, when, okay, 2019, year 2000, when we reach the year 110, we start going, that's the end of the sunlight. So when we're in here, we start going into the underground cities, all right? So future women will give birth to the new children of the 8 sons. Future women that will go to the underground cities will give birth to the new children of the 8 sons, a smaller species. Future wave 6 to 7, 72 to 84,000. Okay, 72,000 years to 84,000. That's in the future. You see, when I told you, once you understand this, you're gonna see past, present, and future. All right. So, okay, and that's it. Right here, I was gonna get off the subject again because I think there was something else that I put for somebody on Facebook. They were talking about the veterans. You see, all military people are signing a contract to maintain the balance. It doesn't matter China. If we go to war with China, it doesn't matter. If we go to war with Russia, it doesn't matter. It's just to bring the population down. So don't be feeling guilty for a veteran or for any police officer or nothing, because they're signing up for that. All right. They're the bad people. You don't join no military, no cop organization. You don't join it, and that's it. All right. So I think, yeah, I talked about this already. So now remember, this is with Enki. Okay, let me show you guys. You see, that's the Titans and everything. It's wave right here. I'm showing you guys. Wave 4 to wave 5. That was 48 to 60. 48,000 years to 60,000 years past. Then you have to look at my charts. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, alright? I made a chart explaining all that stuff, okay? So we only been on Earth for 62,000 years. That's not 60 million like they're teaching you in school or in the History Channel. That's all bullshit, alright? So you only have to look at this to understand, you see? And they tell you in the books, we have 5 ice age. They tell you that, and when you look it up on the internet, 5 ice ages. Count 5, people, and you're going to see where we're at. Okay? 5 extinctions. We're in the age 4, and we got 8,000 years to the next extinction. All the people who will stay above ground are fucked. All the people that go below ground will be fine. That's why we had to bring down the population, like it says in the Georgia Guidestone, to 500 million. That's all they can save. Okay? We have to start teaching the people truth so we reproduce wisely. Like it says in the Georgia Guidestone, we have to reproduce wisely. Alright? So the only thing I hate about my government is that they haven't knocked on my door yet to award me the Nobel Prize. I send a lot of stuff to the people who award the Nobel Prize, and nothing. They look at me like I'm a cuckoo. But in reality is that all those people who award the Nobel Prize are the cuckoos. They don't know it. They're under the fake education program. They're all liars. Alright? That's all you need to know, people. So okay, my name is Emilio de Jesus. My next video will be on NASA. NASA logo. You will see it right here, the NASA logo, alright? So I'll be explaining that one. Until next time, always study humanity. Follow yourself. Bye-bye.